First thing we're going to start with here is some rolling on the foam roller. This is going to be done anywhere between 8 to 10 times. Really, you're just looking to do it enough that you feel the vertebra or the bones of your back loosening up, the muscle knots loosening up, and you're looking to just fully relax over that foam roller. Then you switch to the side and roll just the muscles on one side of the spine. You'll feel a little pressure through the ribs on that side of the spine too. Just looking for everything to bend backwards. Do that 5 to 10 times on that side and switch to the other side, and you're going to do the exact same thing, rolling on the muscles just off to the side of the spine. Once you've finished with that, then we're going to switch to where you're just laying on the foam roller. This one is no movement. You got two different options. The first one's going to be to lay the roller lengthwise in line with your spine or parallel with your spine. Then you're just going to relax your head back, your arms open. Eventually you can lay your legs down too if you want a little bit more of a stretch. This one is pretty good. It's going to be a little less intense than the second version. The second version, as you can see, we're going to roll to our side to get off of it. It's a more gradual transition to get off. The second version is to lay it with it perpendicular or crossways to the spine and let your body bend backwards over that. You're going to relax in this position for anywhere from 20 seconds to 60 seconds, focusing on deep breaths. Again, you can see we relax the legs down as we get comfortable there, letting your spine arch backwards, taking some of that roundedness out of the spine that we get from sitting at the computer or the desk or, slouching. Again, when we're ready to come off of this after, a minute, 2 minutes, we're going to support our head and we're going to gradually roll to your side to come up. Now we're going to do what we call our wobbles. So there's a couple different movements we're going to do here. The first is going to be to arch forward and backwards, rocking the hips and arching the spine, really involving all the way from your head down to your tail. You're going to do about 20 repetitions forward and back. Then we're going to move to the next movement, which is going to be a side-to-side movement. Again, just for demonstration purposes, I'm going a little bit quicker, but you're going to want to do about 20 reps to each side. We're really wanting to loosen and warm up all the joints of your spine. Now we're going in full circles. We're going to do one direction and then the other, so clockwise and then counterclockwise. Trying to involve the hips, the low back, the rib cage, all the way up through the neck and the shoulders. Get the whole spine involved. As big of a movement as you can tolerate. If there's any pain with this, just make the movement a little bit smaller, go a little bit slower, whatever your tolerance is. Now we're doing a twist, so the hips are staying still, and the only thing moving now is the upper back and shoulders. Last movement we're going to do here is a spinal twist. We're really focusing on as much turning in the rib cage or shoulders as possible, just supporting ourselves by pulling on the bench with one hand and on the thigh with the other. Focus on deep breaths, tall posture, head up, chin up, tall, full, deep breaths. You're going to do anywhere from 5 to 6 breaths in each direction, gradually adding a little bit more tension with each breath, trying to turn the shoulders perpendicular to the legs. There we go. And to finish off, what we're going to do is we're going to do a stretch of the shoulders and what's called the latissimus or lat muscles. Using this broomstick, what we're going to do is we're going to have our palms facing upwards. We're going to bring our elbows in to shoulder distance or shoulder width. We're going to place them on the bench, and then we're going to gradually lower our head down in between our shoulders as far as we can possibly go, letting the low back arch or kind of sink down towards the ground, dropping your head down towards the ground as much as possible. Then we'll gradually and slowly start to bend the elbows. As you're bending the elbows, you'll feel the shoulder or the elbows wanting to push outwards. You're going to want to try and keep them in place in line with the shoulders. You should feel a really good stretch through the armpit, through the back of the arms, and through the middle back. Deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths.